The next 2 weeks in The Young and the Restless promise a mix of desperate pleas, risky choices, and family ties put to the test. Genoa City is never short on drama, but this stretch is set to be particularly explosive. Jack Abbott makes a surprising move that ties him to Victoria Newman, while Holden and Claire find themselves pulled into an adventure that could change their lives forever. Let's dive into how these spoilers unfold in the days ahead. Jack's SOS to Victoria. Jack Abbott has always been the protective patriarch of the Abbott family, but with Tucker McCall circling like a shark and Diane worried about the family legacy, Jack finds himself backed into a corner. The next 2 weeks see Jack reaching out for help, but not to his usual allies. Instead, he sends out an SOS to none other than Victoria Newman. Why Victoria? On the surface, Jack and Victoria are rivals from competing dynasties, but Jack recognizes her sharp business instincts and her ability to strike where it hurts. With Tucker's underhanded tactics threatening Jabot, Jack knows he needs someone ruthless who won't hesitate to counterattack. Victoria fits that bill perfectly. Victoria, however, isn't quick to say yes. She knows aligning with Jack could cause backlash within her own family, particularly from Victor, who doesn't like his daughter teaming up with an Abbott. Still, the intrigue of outsmarting Tucker appeals to her. For Victoria, it isn't just business, it's personal satisfaction. Viewers can expect tense strategy sessions between Jack and Victoria, filled with snappy dialogue and an undercurrent of mutual respect. Could this unlikely partnership blossom into something deeper? Spoilers hint that Diane won't be thrilled with Jack's growing reliance on Victoria, which could open the door to even bigger drama. Holden and Claire's risky adventure. Meanwhile, Claire Grace continues her journey of redemption. Determined to prove she's not the same troubled young woman who once fell prey to Jordan's manipulations, Claire is eager to step outside her comfort zone. Enter Holden, a newcomer with a mysterious past and a streak of rebellion that intrigues her. The two quickly bond, finding solace in each other's determination to carve out new identities. But what starts as friendship soon spirals into a risky adventure that could land them in serious trouble. Over the next 2 weeks, Holden convinces Claire to take a leap of faith with him, literally and figuratively. Whether it's sneaking away from Genoa City for a spontaneous trip or chasing down clues tied to Holden's hidden backstory, the pair's journey is filled with danger and excitement. Spoilers tease that their choices will leave them stranded in a precarious situation, one that forces Claire to decide how far she's willing to go for someone she barely knows. The stakes are high, but this storyline offers Claire something she's been craving, a chance to step out of the shadows of her past and live boldly. Of course, the Newman family won't be thrilled about her risky behavior, and Victoria may soon find herself caught between business deals with Jack and personal concerns about her niece's safety. Newman family fallout. As Holden and Claire embark on their adventure, the Newman family is left scrambling. Victoria, already distracted by Jack's SOS, is blindsided when she learns her niece has gone missing on what appears to be a reckless journey. Nikki and Victor will demand answers, with Victor ready to flex his influence to track them down. The drama will create friction between Victoria and her family. How can she focus on Jack's alliance while also dealing with Claire's impulsive choices? Expect Victor to chastise Victoria for letting her niece slip away, while Nikki takes a more sympathetic approach, reminding everyone that Claire is still healing. The situation will also test Claire's resolve. Is she strong enough to resist falling back into destructive patterns, or will Holden's influence push her toward another dangerous spiral? Tucker turns up the heat. While Jack is reaching out to Victoria for support, Tucker McCall isn't sitting idly by. He doubles down on his schemes to destabilize Jabot, targeting weak spots and exploiting family tension. Devin, as always, is caught in the middle, torn between loyalty to his father and his sense of fairness. Ashley Abbott, still struggling with her own mental health battles, might find herself pulled back into Tucker's orbit despite her best intentions. Jack's desperate SOS to Victoria proves just how dire the situation has become. If Tucker succeeds, the Abbott family could lose far more than control of Jabot. Victoria may be the X factor that tips the scales. But can Jack really trust her motives? Or will Victoria seize the opportunity to manipulate the Abbott family for Newman Enterprises' gain? Sharon, Nick, and Sally cross paths. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Sharon finds herself playing mediator once again, this time between Nick and Sally. Their complicated dynamic resurfaces in the next 2 weeks, particularly as Adam continues to lurk in the background. Sally is torn between moving forward with her life and being pulled back into the orbit of the Newman men. Nick's focus is split between helping Victoria navigate her alliance with Jack and worrying about Sally's emotional state. Sharon, ever the voice of reason, encourages both Nick and Sally to find clarity instead of rehashing old wounds. Still, unresolved feelings make that easier said than done. What this means for Genoa City. The next 2 weeks of The Young and the Restless highlight a central theme: alliances and risks. Jack turning to Victoria signals a major shift in Genoa City's power balance. If they can work together, Tucker might finally meet his match. But if their trust falters, both Chabot and Newman Enterprises could pay the price. On the other hand, Claire's risky adventure with Holden represents the younger generation grappling with identity and independence. Her choices will not only affect her future, but could also ripple through the Newman family, forcing Victoria to confront personal responsibilities while juggling high-stakes business deals. These parallel storylines, one rooted in corporate warfare, the other in youthful rebellion, mirror each other in fascinating ways. Jack and Victoria are seasoned players who know the cost of risk, while Holden and Claire are just beginning to test those boundaries. Together, these arcs promise 2 weeks of heart-pounding drama, emotional stakes, and unexpected twists. Closing thoughts. As the drama unfolds, viewers can look forward to Jack and Victoria forming an uneasy but powerful alliance. Claire and Holden diving headfirst into a dangerous adventure. Newman family turmoil as Victoria juggles business and family crises. Tucker escalating his schemes against Chabot. Complications in Nick, Sally, and Sharon's overlapping lives. Genoa City thrives on tension, and the upcoming 2 weeks pack it in abundance. Jack's SOS to Victoria may reshape business rivalries forever, while Claire and Holden's risky choices could alter their futures in ways no one sees coming. One thing is certain: every decision made will leave lasting consequences, and fans won't want to miss a single moment.